Now, more breaking news here live at 5. Israel's Prime Minister now says the ceasefire agreement announced today is not a done deal.
Atlanta News First anchor Carly Barnett live now at the First Alert breaking news desk with the details.
Well, Joy, Blair, we have been staying on top of these developments here, but Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the ceasefire agreement is not complete. This is hours after the U.S. announced that deal. But in a statement, Netanyahu thanked President-elect Donald Trump and President Joe Biden for their help in, quote, advancing a deal to release Israeli hostages, but did not explicitly say whether or not he has accepted the agreement. Netanyahu also noted that he and Trump agreed to meet soon in Washington about what he called other important issues. At this time, still unclear what exactly this means or when we can know if they've finalized things, but we'll be sure to keep you updated here on the Breaking News Desk. Blair?
We know you will.